in Salute last year at a CEO roundtable, and the question was from me to her, what are you doing to prepare your business for national growth and capacity support? And she looked at me and she said, what? I said, all right, let me explain what that looks like. I said, because if you're going to go into corporate America, you have to be ready for that to happen. Things can explode overnight. And she goes, oh my God, I grew my business by $1 million in less than 90 days, and I have to open up 5 new production lines. Welcome to supplier diversity, ladies and gentlemen. That's what can happen. Now, it depends upon your fit, obviously. It depends upon your goal. Maybe you don't want to grow $1 million in 1 year. That's fine. But the opportunities are there, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Well, I can tell you in the last 6 months, about 6 months, I have met a handful of very matured, very sophisticated WBE certified firms that have been in business for 10 plus years and are not leveraging their certification at all. And when I asked them that question as to why aren't they said, I don't know how. I said, great, let me help you. But the main thing I want to talk about is the mindset. Those of you that have had one-on-ones with me, you already know my position on that. It is not a handout. It is not a set-aside. I don't ever want to hear those words come out of your mouths ever again. Stop as of today. It's an opportunity, and you have to understand how to leverage the opportunity and build those relationships. The hardest thing people have is developing their value proposition. Really get this right. Now, I'm going to tell you that supplier diversity is your best friend, and I truly believe that. They have to have confidence in you to introduce you into the supply chain. So it's not about you, it's about them. Our job, in my opinion, protect their reputation, make them a superstar. Okay, target list. This is the beginning of the business development process. There are a couple of faces in the room where we've done one-on-ones already, and we've talked about the importance of this already. Absolutely figure out who your target list is. If you go too wide, you're not going to get the results that you need. I think you said you're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. Absolutely right. Not everybody is right, and that's probably where I spend a good 50% of my time helping people, is doing that research to find the right fit. Because if it's not right, it's not going to work. It might be that there's $1 million contract in place that's 2 to 3 years out. Okay, put them in your tickler. Do the follow-up. Keep in touch. And believe me, you can quote me on this, the fortune's in the follow-up. I've been saying that for 25 years. I actually fired 2 salespeople because they were lousy at follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Do the follow-up. And statistically, 80% of the people that don't do the follow-up, the sales don't close. So it's that top 20% that believe in doing the follow-up, and that's where you're going to close your business. So again, the fortune's in the follow-up. What I always try to tell people, again, in setting the mindset and setting expectation, expect a 1 to 3 year cycle. It could happen sooner. There's a Dayton company that I was working for a couple of years ago, and we grew one of our corporate accounts over 1,000% in less than 90 days. Wow, that is not typical. We grew the business overall, focusing on our top 5, by about 40%. That's not typical. I would say typical in my experience is probably 10 to 20. And that's a nice, healthy, organic growth. But having said that, don't walk away if things don't happen right away. You've got to invest the time, you've got to invest the resources, and I promise you it will pay off. The results are there. Why do supplier diversity managers get out of bed every day? What's their goal? What's the goal of the supply chain, specifically the supplier diversity manager? Grow the spend. Grow the spend. What's the best way you can say thank you to them is reporting your data and making them be the superstar. It is amazing what, if you do that once a year, the results that you will see in your business. Give them the credit for your success. Thank them for getting you into their supply chain. And the best way you can do that is through results.